There are experiments to show how water does not respond the same way to every person who approaches it. Over 72% of your very physical body is water. If the water doesn't behave well with you, you are done. Your physical life is going to be a horror story in so many ways. Why wouldn't water respond well to you? To put it in a very simplistic way, if you do not approach this dimension consciously or unconsciously, appropriately, water may choose not to respond to you well. So an enormous amount of systems were established in day-to-day life as to how to treat water. Largely lost, but still a bit traditionally, people were conscious of certain things, and those who are little orthodox, even without knowing why they're doing it, many of them are doing the right things. If you walk into a traditional South Indian home, even today, the water is kept in a certain way. It has to be in a metal pot, preferably copper or brass or some alloy of copper. And you will see they will keep a lamp, they will have sacred ash smeared on it, a flower on top of it. Of course, many people have shifted to plastic bottles and plastic purifier machines. Otherwise, in the night, with a little tamarind and turmeric, the vessel is washed, not with soap, and then water is filled up and they put a flower on it, they light a lamp in the night and go to bed, and next day morning they will drink from that. This water is going to behave wonderfully within you. So I'm saying if you handle water, almost everything that people call as normal life is generally handled. The agility of the body, the agility of your intelligence largely depends on water. But now, you're pumping water through your pipelines from your local waterworks or whatever you call it. They say, if the water is going through, let's say 50 bends, pumped forcefully, and then it drops out of your tap, you take it in your glass, in terms of molecular structure arrangement, 60% of it has turned into poisonous water. But if you hold it in this glass for the next 20 minutes, it will undo itself. If you're drinking, I see in America, people are drinking from a spout like this, straight into their mouth. Many times when I'm thirsty, when I'm outside, people say, Sadhguru, there's a spout here. I said, I'll never ever drink from a spout. In the East, always, the best way to drink water is with your own hands, not even in a tumbler. You must drink with your own hands. If that's not possible, if somebody gives water to you in a metal tumbler, you always hold it with both your hands and drink like this. Because it's important that first, before you drink water, you have to touch it. Allow that much time and then drink it, then it behaves differently. And this may sound like what to say, some mumbo-jumbo story. Well, some people come to senses only after suffering comes. Why some? Most people. After things go bad, well, you could have told me, I would have loved water. In terms of one's spiritual growth, also, water is very important. With what kind of memory, with what kind of attitude are we taking the water? I'm talking about the memory and attitude of the water. To create that, you have a responsibility, how to create that. Your attitude towards the entire thing, not seeing it as a commodity. Water is bigger than your mother, yes or no? Water is bigger than your God, yes or no? If you say no, I'm going to deprive you of water for next 24 hours, in 24 hours' time you'll agree with me. With the necessary value and the necessary reverence towards it, it has its own way of doing things.